Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, students. Welcome Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. This lecture is for first year boys and girls, Pakistan culture in lieu of Urdu. And you know that we have started chapter 4. Today, the last topic we will discuss from chapter 4, Pakistan culture. Pakistan culture, this is your reduced syllabus, ideological moorings, Islam, the Holy Quran, and the Prophet, oneness of Allah, Tawheed, prophethood, Risalat, knowledge, ilm, deeds, amal, the hereafter, Akhirat, social pattern, tribal, feudal, rural, and urban. The last topic from this chapter 4 is education. Half of the topic we have done in the previous lecture. Remaining topic today we will discuss in detail and we will complete this chapter. Education, I told you in the previous lecture, a little review of the previous lecture, then we will continue the next topic. What is education? Education means knowledge, values, skill, critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. Education, in its general sense, is a form of learning in which the knowledge, skills, habits of a group of people are transferred from one generation to the next through teaching, training, or research. Nelson Mandela explained education, it is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Islamic point of view, great importance of education. The first word revealed of the Quran was Ikra, mean read, seek knowledge, educate yourself, be educated, and a father can give his son nothing better than a good education. It is in Hadith. Education, now I explain this from your book, Education. Islam, great emphasis on acquiring knowledge. The Muslims therefore devoted great attention and to learning both worldly and spiritual, drawing from all sources and disseminating in all around the world. In subcontinent, the Muslim contribution in promoting education also that was I discussed and told you in detail that contribution that was notable and admirable, promoting education and learning and greatly enriched the socio-cultural and intellectual scene. However, after the British came in India, I told you in 1857, and in previous chapter, we have discussed in detail all the history, how the British took control in India in 1857 after the War of Independence. And after the British, in order to strengthen their hold and ensure durability to their rule, introduced their own educational system with English as a medium of instruction. And the British, why they introduced their own medium of instruction, English medium? Because the British, they were highly distrustful of Muslims, and as such the policies were aimed to keep them economically backward. And they knew very well that the first thing, they introduced their own education system and destroy their legal, social, educational institutions so as to shut out all the avenue of their recovery and render them ineffective for any significant role in future. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, we have discussed in detail the role of Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, services of Sir Syed Ahmed Khan for the Muslims of India, and what he advised the Muslims, pay attention to only for education, and half of the 19th century efforts were made to create a synthesis of two systems. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan worked hard and worked out an educational plan and how it is based on the modern art and science, because the British introduced their own educational system, English educational system. So Sir Syed introduced a plan based on modern arts and science, and also with the religious learning, incorporating what was considered to be expedient within the framework of the British educational system. For this purpose, he established at Aligarh School, then it became college, and subsequently grew into the well-known Muslim University of Aligarh. Traditional and Western educational system, two types of education system in Pakistan inherited. Traditional based on religion education, and Western system, the modern education system. Then we discussed that in detail. Traditional education system, religion education system is imparted through an extensive network on maktab and madrasa. Maktab, I told you, a Muslim school, college, university, Islamic institution, we can say, and for education, attached to mosque or religious endowments both in the town and villages. And the formal education, the pattern of formal education in vogue in Pakistan is largely based on the system British brought, and they introduced this system in structure and content with the provision for religious instruction. And according to this system, a student progresses in four stages. First stage is called the primary, 5 years. Second, the middle or lower secondary, 3 years. The secondary, 2 years. And the last, the higher secondary, 2 years. After the establishment of Pakistan, reorientate and restructured the education system, established of different commission. After the creation of Pakistan, continuous efforts have been made to restructure, reorganize, reorientate, to make it valid and strong, the educational system, so as to bring it in the harmony with the ideological basis based on religion, Islam, and material requirement of the nation. And what was the main purpose? To reduce the rate of illiteracy and make education relevant to socio-economic development and scientific technological advancement of the country. Major objective of the educational planners, what was the targets or the purpose or the objectives of the educational planner? The most important objective and the purpose and the plan of the educational planners, that was eradication of illiteracy, medium of instruction from English to mother tongue. We have discussed that British, they brought their own educational system and they introduced English medium system. So after the creation of Pakistan, one of the step taken towards integrating education with the socio-cultural and detaching it from the British legacy was the gradual substitution of the medium of instruction from English to the mother tongue at the lower level and the national language Urdu at the high level, where the facilities of mother tongue that was not available like Balochi and Punjabi, Urdu came in as handy substitute for the mother tongue. Standard of education, we discussed standard of education, two type: examination system, semester system. Examination system, I told you the student mostly prepared themselves for the final test and it was held at the end of the year. Semester system, this gave the credit for the work during the year through the process of continuous assessment and tests and objective type examination. Therefore, a change over from the public examination system to the semester system was decided upon the early 70s. Now today our topic, now we will discuss educational activity in the early years of Pakistan. Steps to nationalize. Much of the void in the educational activity in the early years of Pakistan had been filled in by private enterprise. The contribution of these privately run institutions in supplementing the efforts of the government to expand the educational requirements or educational needs had indeed been praiseworthy, but some of these lacked discipline and direction and frustrated all measures taken by the government towards systemization, to arrange according to a plan or scheme. Systemization to arrange according to a plan or to a scheme. Therefore, steps were taken to nationalize private managed institutions, and as a result of total 3,334 educational institutions taken over by the government, which included the following. First, primary schools, and the number of the schools 1,513. Next, lower secondary school 425, secondary school 890, madrasas 346, college general and professional 155. Next, funds. The enormous amount of the money required for the whole exercise had to be met partly through diversion of funds. Of course, for this purpose, a budget amount of fund needed from other head, but largely from increased budget allocation. Nevertheless, the momentum of progress and expansion of education, both quality-wise and quantitatively, was not allowed to be slacken, reduce, decrease. Thus, over a period of 3 decades since independence, the financial outlay and education on education increased from how much rupees 38.2 million in 1948 to 49 to over rupees 5,544 million in 1983. Means the budget increased for education. Why? Because to increase the literacy rate of the people, the budget increase. It was in 38.2 million in 1948 to 49, and then it increased to 5,544 million in 1983. And institution, now we will compare the institution primary, middle, high, college, university in 1948 and 48, and how it increased the number of these institutions in 1984 to 85. First of all, we will discuss the figure for institutional growth were as follows. Number one, now we will discuss institution 1947 to 48 and 1984-85, how it is increased. First, primary schools. In 1947 to 48, the number of schools that was 8,413, and in 1984 to 85, it increased 75,532. Middle schools. In 1947 to 48, it was 2,190, and it increased. It was 6,229. High schools. In 1947 to 48, the number of high schools that was 408, and in 1984 to 85, it increased 4,274. Colleges. 1947 to 48, the number of colleges, they were 40. It increased in 1984 to 85, 627. Universities, in 1947 to 48, only 2 universities, and it increased in 1984 to 85, 20. Literacy rate in Pakistan. The ratio of education in Pakistan, special features, development in the field of higher education. The overall literacy rate increased from about 15% to nearly 26%, which through inadequate in proportion to institutional growth, nevertheless seems reasonable under the circumstances. And despite early endeavor for improvement in the rate of literacy by enlarging the base and the content of education, Pakistan has not lagged behind in specialized program of higher studies and research. Some of the special features of development in the field of higher education. The first we will discuss the University Grants Commission, UGC. UGC mean University Grant Commission, and it was established in 1973 for which purpose? To ensure coordinated development of universities, to initiate, promote, and standardize academic and research program at the universities, for greater national development and to ensure an easy flow of funds of this purpose. It can be asked in short question. Write a note on USD or the University Grants Commission. Next, Allama Iqbal Open University. Also, it can be asked in short question. Allama Iqbal Open University, Islamabad, a unique institution based on the lines of similar institution in some of the developed countries, because Allama Iqbal Open University makes up the more progressive media such as radio, televisions. Besides, correspondence mean communicate, connection to provide facilities, the study at home to the dropouts and to those who are unable to attend formal education. Formal education, proper education, you have to attend school, proper regular education. And like the teacher, farmer, worker, and housewives, thereby attract potential talent into the mainstream. Beside the assistance it affords in the campaign against illiteracy and in the expansion of adult education program, the university offers different courses of studies in functional education, general education, teacher education, research and development. The total enrollment up to 1981 stood at 1,36,595. Enrollment officially registered as a member of institution or school. Next, the Islamic University, Islamabad, conceived in the fulfillment of Pakistan Islamic identity. This is intended to be a nucleus, the central, the most important of advanced studies and research in Islamic world. An institute of Islamic research is attached to the university to augment its research programs and study. The Quaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad, a postgraduate research oriented university devoted to research program in selected discipline in social and physical sciences. Some of the research projects are undertaken in collaboration with the leading universities of the world. Next, centers of excellence. Centers of excellence established at various universities for study, for research purpose and specialization in different fields related to the natural and industrial resources of the area for the continuing process of socio-economic development. And this include field of specialization, university, marine biology, Karachi, analytical chemistry, Karachi, mineralogy, Balochistan, solid state physics and mathematics, Punjab, geology, Peshawar. Area Study Center, area and universities. Now we will discuss Area Study Center for an understanding and insight into the historical and socio-economic development of contemporary societies, particularly those of special interest to Pakistan. Centers for research and advanced studies have been established at selected universities as follow: Area Central Asia, Peshawar; Africa, North and South America in Islamabad; South Asia, Punjab; Middle East and Arab countries, Balochistan; Southeast and Far East, Sindh, Europe, Karachi. Pakistan Study Center. Now we will discuss in detail Pakistan Study Center. While Pakistan Studies is taught as the compulsory subject in schools and colleges, and Pakistan study centers have been established in the universities to institute a composite course on the history, geography, economics, language, culture, government, administration and foreign relation of Pakistan, leading to master and research degrees. Among other bodies devoted to applied studies and research in science and technology, first of all, Pakistan Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Karachi; Pakistan Space and Upper Atmosphere Research Commission, where in Karachi; Pakistan Science Foundation in Islamabad; Pakistan Agricultural Research Council; Geological Survey of Pakistan, Pakistan Forest Research Institute, Pakistan Institute of Oceanography, Karachi, National Institute of Potwar, Lahore, Institute of the Development of Economics, Islamabad, Jinnah Postgraduate Medical Center, Karachi, HIJ Hussain Ibrahim Jamal Institute of Chemistry in Karachi, Pakistan Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology, Nellore, Rawalpindi, and all these bodies devoted to applied studies and research in science and technology. Next, councils of professional education. Councils of professional education, a number of professional councils have been set up and established in various fields to lay down standard of education and to maintain uniformity among all professional institutions. These include agriculture and animal husbandry, engineering education, architecture and town planning, business education. Okay, student, chapter 4 is completed now. Finish chapter 4. And from this topic, education, long question can be asked. And today the topic which we did, like Allama Iqbal Open University, write a short note on Allama Iqbal Open University, Islamic University, Quaid-e-Azam University. It can be asked like this. And overall, a long question about education, it can be. So you have to prepare all these topic, and also the long question, the services of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan relating to education for the Muslims of India. Also, it can be asked in short question and in long question. And also one long question can be special features of development in the field of higher education. These are the UGC, the University Grant Commission, Allama Iqbal, all the university you will explain in this question. Hope you understand today's lecture. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.